Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Europa Universalis for MEIOU and Taxes 3.0 with me, Alpha and yes, Manu Devlet. So in the previous episode we have sort of involuntarily ended the war with Croatia and Hungary, and also Prussia and their allies. Mostly because we ran out of manpower, and also I felt like we are getting a little bit overpowered, and it wasn't in our best interest to continue the war. So I decided that we're just gonna pull our troops back, rest, and prepare for the next endeavor. Now, what we took from this war was a number of provinces in southeastern Hungary and all of the border provinces with Croatia. Now, this is a part of our future plan where we are annexing Vojnovići, but then later we are going to vassalize Croatia and give them these provinces to have them as our northwestern vassal here. So yeah, we're pretty much just gonna annex Vojnovići here, which is gonna take a little bit of time. Not too much though, 4 years. And then we're gonna have to wait about 14 years, I think. 14 years for the vassalization of Gratia. But that's not bad, because we incurred quite a lot of negative aggressive expansion from this war, so it is fair if we just chill for a bit. Now we have prestige of 25. What I'm gonna placate Serbia a little bit. We need to lower their resistance to us as much as possible, and I'm gonna move my armies back home, but I actually thought that we would move them to Constantinople, but we're not gonna do that. Instead, we are going to send them to the border of Mamluks, because we can actually declare war on them immediately after immediately when we want. We no longer have truce with them, and that allows us to invade them and gain their money and territory. We're going to go on another pillage raid, because the Colombian imports are almost done, and I would really like to embrace them soon. Plus, we want more territory. I would actually like to take this entire part of their land and see if we could vassalize them in the next war. We're gonna see, but we have to wait for a bit and see how we're doing. Okay, so we get a bunch of this. Oh, finally! We just get discovery spreads on South America, so you can actually see what's going on there. Oh, that's actually really interesting. Wow. Holy hell, Portugal is actually doing amazing. I wasn't expecting that at all. Portuguese Mexico, Portuguese Haiti, New Portugal, Portuguese Brazil, New Granada, what's this? Cusco. Okay, so Portugal is the dominant colonial power. I mean, that's not completely ahistorical, but Spain really has just New Granada, and that's all. Surprising. I wonder how much of Canada England has. There's a little bit of French territory here. Well, we'll see. We'll need a little bit more information about that, but so far, so good. Interesting. Actually, what's going on here? Okay, you know what? Screw it. We're still gonna meet up in Constantinople and just reorganize our forces, because I think we can get an additional regiment here. Yes, so let's aim for 40 regiments and see how that's gonna go. Now, we have a lot of Liberty Desire running around. Well, okay, we lost about 16,000 people during this war as civilian casualties. Okay, hold on. Now, what I need to do here is I need to proclaim guarantee on Croatia, because we will not allow anyone to interfere with that. Yes, and that means we are currently over our limit when it comes to diplomatic relations, but we just have to. I'm gonna keep guaranteeing Croatia and Lithuania as long as I have to, because those are our strategic interests. So in case anybody touches them, and I mean anybody, and we are gonna come to their defense. So that's just how it is. It would have been great if we could, for example, vassalize them diplomatically. I would have liked that, but there's absolutely no chance of that happening. You have their core provinces, they have rivalry, power-based, not the rich. Yeah, there's literally no chance. So you have to give up on that idea. Okay, but the good news is that we're actually having a positive income now. Somehow. And now you're telling me I can take 55 regiment. Game, are you joking? And we get 51k in manpower. What a sick joke. Okay, anyway, most of these guys, well, not most of these, 3,000 of them are gonna replenish our army. If I split them in half, that's 10, 5, 5. So let's do 12, 6, 8. So that would require 6 more artillery regiments. Because artillery is going to be really important for us to siege. Right, how's their armies? They literally have none. Okay, so we don't even have to bother. I'd still like to... Okay, I'd still like to have more of you though. So let's get the light cavalry here. And we're gonna get a couple more artillery regiments. And that's gonna be it. Come on, Dervis, you're not doing anything. Which is fair. Can we do anything with Serbia though? Because they're still... I don't like the way that they're... Trust. Okay, so let us just... Trade favors, so trust. I mean, it's just a minor increase, but look at that. It is eventually from 75 development, internal influence. Yeah, we're getting, I mean, if we placate them twice more, which we probably could from just the war that's going to happen with Mamluks, we should be relatively fine, which is going to be okay. 'Cause I would really like my vassals to be, well, not uppity. And once we get the Colombian imports, which is going to happen during this war, as you know, we're going to sack the ever-living hell out of them, we are going to be fine. So what about the casual literacy? Is it already spreading or no chance yet? Okay. I mean, it requires commercialization, which is spreading. So I would have expected... wait, was it commercialization or what do you need? Yeah, commercialization. Not great. Okay, guys, go all here. Prestige is increasing. 61, really? Okay, let's placate them. One more time, that's gonna take it to 52, 53, because the prestige is gonna be a little bit of an issue. Yeah, okay, 53, 54. And once we're there, it's gonna be great. Okay, so I can split you in half. You guys go over here. You guys gonna go over here. Have we dropped the forts? We did, okay. Let's raise the one over here, as we usually do. Nice, okay. So Serbia is gonna pay us a pretty decent amount, I'm pretty sure. So the target's gonna be Transylvania, Croatia, Achaia, and Mamluks as vassals. And Serbia, Vojinović next. And here we could maybe have Iran as a show of devotion, statesman. Okay. That's really good. We can further improve our relations with the nobility. So yield concessions, that gives us benefits, trade out benefits. Yep, good. And we really need to figure out how to lower the power of the nobility in a way that's not going to hurt us long term. I think that after this war we might actually go ahead and demote them, or and the demotion would be probably the best way to go. And average power needs to be below 70. But that's gonna severely damage our relations, so we have to know what we're doing here. Okay, so Temel Samis and Qasim Jafar are gonna be leading our armies in this one. The goal for Qasim is gonna be to take Al-Qahira, and your goal is gonna be to take and secure this entire territory. Now we are coring, so we do have certain obligations over here, but they're not that major. Is the stability dropping? It is, but only slowly, which is good. Okay, so we might have a chance of staying at +2 stability. The Mamluk separatists are gonna bother us a little bit, but it's not anything major. Okay, it's 1st of August. I say we go ahead and expand. The basically expansion or conquest of the Mamluk territory has been rapid and dramatic, but I'll take it because we just have to do it. It's not something that we can ignore, and if we can't vassalize them as a whole, we're just gonna have to go after them over and over and over again. Now, while we're doing this, let me just see how we're doing on autonomy in some of our more remote territories, because we've stopped the investments, we've stopped everything in lieu of the institution spread, but eventually we're gonna have to deal with these things. Okay, so the autonomy here is actually pretty good. And somehow it's good even here. I mean, that might be because of Baghdad having the capital here, so it's kind of interesting to see. So you're sieging Al-Jaf. Sieging. Actually, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna raise. Oh, we don't have any fort in Oija. Oh, that's bad. Okay, we're at war with all of you guys. So I guess we just have to raise these forts everywhere. Yeah, not building forts in this territory is also a little bit of an issue. They're going to Misrata. No, to Matruch, and from there they're gonna go to Waja. Wait, have we disbanded? I think we've killed their navy here completely. So I completely even zoned out on the fact that we don't really have the navy present here. So let's actually take the galleys here. Take you guys here, and I might actually transport you to Barca. Well, probably not gonna be there in time, but we can try it. Should have probably realized that could be the option. Okay, the fact that still don't have Sina though is an issue in its own. Yeah, I mean, this province is really not that valuable. So if they pillage it, it is an issue, but it's far from crippling. So we can actually see, can we? No, we have to take, okay, we have to take these provinces and their capital, and then we can pass through. Okay, I'm making tons of money here from the conquest already. Oh! The general has died, okay. Well, we can actually dock here. Yeah, that's not gonna help us in any way. Oh, okay, well that's fun. So we in the end have to dock there, because they won't be able to do anything else to us. Well, so what kind of an army do they have here? 543. Yeah. Well, they're gonna take it. So we need to go to Barca. But it's fine. Can actually go here. And we'll land there. Okay. So this is actually fun. We've landed and we're already winning. You guys are moving to siege. We have a battle. Though we're rolling like the dice is loaded. But what can we do? You guys sieging. Okay, let's see what we can ask for here. I don't think we can still vassalize them. Nope, 307. So let's see if we asked for this entire territory. That's actually reasonable. It makes some people mad, but it's not drastic or anything. Ask for Celis as well. Okay, that's where we can draw the line. So let's go for this. Let's go for this. Have them revoke all of the cores. Have them give me war operations. And 804 gold. Okay, I think that's a pretty reasonable request. And this is actually going to, for the very first time, give us access to the Red Sea. I just realized, so we have to build another navy. Which we can, you know, we have enough. We've actually been ignoring so many things. We've been ignoring improving our territory, we've been ignoring the investment manager, we've been ignoring expanding the navy. It's crazy how much we have been stagnating, but the institutions really need to be done. Even with these excessive costs, it just has to happen. It's just how it is. We're gonna have the same trouble with printing press and casual literacy and stuff like that down the line, but for now we're removing the biggest detriments and allowing ourselves to keep up with the rest of the Europe. Or so I hope. Because the game is definitely skewed in a way that we're not supposed to do that. Hold on, what the hell are you? Oh, you need to go siege Kahira, gotcha. And you know what, we get enough military power to recruit another general for you, just so that you're a little bit more effective. So go ahead, kill these guys, take this province back. Conversion successful. Okay, Duba has been taken. Now, I guess we're gonna aim for unconditional surrender in this one, because we need a full 100% war score. So that's gonna be on this. Why is our... Did the noble concessions cost us that much? Hey! Serbia is now at 46. Nice, so all of our vassals are actually paying us. Really good. Okay, Vojnovici though are gonna be annexed, but we've already talked about that. I don't mind it. It is a possibility. That is something that we would actually really appreciate if we could get their territory so that we don't spend that much diplomatic power on them. So the sieges are gonna continue. Matru has been taken. Okay, we've actually eliminated their army because they retreated back into the capital, and surprise, surprise, we were there waiting for them. Fun, isn't it? So Adal. Loot Iskandria. Which one of you is Adal? This one. What of a small nation would you accept peace? They wouldn't. I don't think they'll be able to stop the demise of their ally. So casual literacy, anything? Come on, please. Even a tiny portion would be great. Nope, not a single province. Combine imports are down to 2,618, which is... I mean, we're almost there. That is good. Why are you doing... Oh, because of the fort over here. Okay, we still haven't taken the capital. Okay, so how's Gratia doing? What? Oh, that's a royal marriage. I thought it was a puppet. Nope. Okay, hold on. If we... No, we still can't vassalize them, so there's no point. Yeah, there's no point. We just need to... I think it's a good idea to send them a warning, just to make sure that they stay out of trouble. But other than that, there really is no risk for us in any way. Loot Kahira. Okay, we destroyed their navy here. Or what's left of it. And we're almost at the point where we can embrace the institution. After which we're gonna rapid fire take tech. Because we are falling behind like crazy. But so is other people. Actually, just Western Europe that's staying on top. But the fact that we now have a border with Austria is telling me that we really need to take care of this a little bit better. Okay, so how bad is it? Not entirely bad. And we can embrace an institution, everyone. Though, still, we're gonna do that only after... well, when we are ready, because there are still places that can, in the meantime, embrace the imports. Not many, but you know, it can still make it a little bit cheaper, who knows. I mean, it is relatively easy to imagine that it's gonna make it a little bit more expensive as our development is gonna increase, but... By the way, I wanted to check, does Giza has some great project? It doesn't, okay. Now we also need to develop the... where is it? The Jerusalem? Where is the Jerusalem? Wasn't it? Yeah, it was in Al-Quds, okay, so I'm not crazy. The great project in Al-Quds, that's going to be a major sink for our resources afterwards. Or actually, we can go over here. 3080. Peace in the Empire, Peace of Würzburg. Yeah, after this one, we're gonna start again heavily investing in our own territory. We've been neglecting it for quite some time. I'm gonna probably turn it up to 50% of our money being invested every 3 years just to make up for the lost time. So whatever we gain here and can save from the war and embracement of the institution is going to be, you know, immediately second and end. We also need to look Treaty of Würzburg. 54 votes for religious peace. Okay. That's a major shift from a Catholic empire that they wanted before. Can I actually check what the religion is like now? Because I haven't done that in a while. I mean, we're checking it for ourselves from time to time, but not by a long shot for the others. Yeah, we're gonna have to build a couple of major ports along the coast. Just to improve the autonomy here, because... yeah, like Jaffa would be a good place. And maybe Tarabulus, which is a... I mean, they don't have a port at all, but they're a natural. So Beirut would be a good place. And on the other side, you guys are probably holding it right. Actually, but how are you doing? We haven't checked Constantinople in a while. 59, yeah, it's just... There was trading the level 3 harbor and a level 4 amenities. Yeah, capital is not doing great. So let's look at the religion and... oh, that's really interesting. So France has turned completely Calvinist. And Lutheran did never really catch on, but it's very strong in England. And that's it. Okay. So the HRE and Prussia and Hungary, they all remain... Oh, this is because it's Bohemia. Okay. So the Bohemian territory... Jesus Christ. HRE is pretty much Bohemia now when you think about it. So they remain Catholic. But France has turned... Oh, no. France is still... No, it is Calvinist. Okay. So France is Calvinist. And England is Lutheran. Well, fair enough. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. See you in the next one where I'm gonna finish the war with Mamluks and start the structural reforms. Oh, I'm looking forward to that one.